I have to be in transit for 2 hours. I have to walk 1.5 kilometers to get where I have to be to take a bus, or about 1 kilometer to take the train and then take a bus, wait and wait. So it's 2 hours for me to get to South and 2 hours for me to get home. It's not fantastic. But I'm doing it because it's my job. I am educated as a teacher and I have a job as a teacher. And that's fantastic. And a lot of people that come here from Brazil do not get to work in the arcade in Brazil. So yay! I wish I had a job in town, of course. But I know that I most likely am not gonna get one. I have a job in Selbu and I'm gonna value that job with everything that I have. I have to walk all this way in the cold. It is now like 4, maybe 3 degrees Celsius. It's cold. The cold wind on my face. But I'm powering through. I've already walked some of the way, so this here is not the entire walk to the bus stop. It's part of it. Read the bio for information about. There are 11 links with information. I'm out here showing what my life is like. I don't always respond to chat. I often do, but not always. Because I'm usually saying something that I want people to hear, which is part of the cast. Broadcasting my life. So that's it. So I just put it in slow motion because people are trolling and spamming my chat. Do not love that. Slow motion it is. Tell me you are an ignorant, annoying teenager without saying that you are an ignorant, annoying. I have worked with teenagers for the past 36 years, and it is a part of your life when you're partly adult, but you're also a child on so many levels. But some people are just annoying, and they'll be annoying throughout their lives. Has nothing to do with them being teenagers, just to put it out there. I know some teenagers who are so mature, who know how to hold a conversation, amazing people. I also know some teenagers, they're very ignorant and annoying. As I was saying before, this was not the whole of the walk, right? I just filmed and live cast a little bit each day, not all of it. This view will be inaccessible pretty soon because they're building houses and buildings over there. Yes. As I normally say to people, if you look at the signage, you can always tell which country the person is in. Always. This is a live cast. When I say live cast, I'm talking about broadcasting my life. And you're doing it live. Yeah, okay, that's what they call it now. But in 2007, when Justin Can launched Justin TV, he created the concept of live casting. Frank Taylor, who is now on Von Live TV, also probably still does live casting. Live casting is broadcasting your life. So my broadcasts are about where I go, what I do. I can't broadcast my classes. I can't show the classes. I can't show the students. There are a precious few racist, horrible people in this world who are just waiting for me to slip up so that they can take away my teacher joy. So no, I'm not going to do anything illegal, ever. I want to retire in about 8 years and a few months. I want to retire, even if I end up making half of what I'm making now. I know that if I convince my husband to come with me to Brazil, we'll have a better life. But we'll see. I know that I was talking to a young man from Ghana the other day, and he was telling me how somebody in his Norwegian class was taking Norwegian classes to gain it to be a resident or perhaps a citizen. I'm not sure what his case is, but and somebody was saying, Ghana, how can you say that Ghana is a good place to live? Norway is better. It is all a matter of perspective. First of all, when people think of countries in Africa, they think tribes living in huts. They think animals, people walking around naked. That is incredibly ignorant. It is not only ignorant, but it is also stereotypical and racist. There are skyscrapers in countries such as Ghana, Mozambique, Angola, Nigeria. Those countries have every that Norway has. The average life standard in Norway might be higher in terms of per capita salaries and all of that. Nevertheless, people who are of families of upper middle class in any country in the world will have the same lifestyle here that they had in their own country. My case is different because unlike most Brazilian women that I know, I did not marry into money. I married someone who wasn't rich. So I have to really work my butt off. He does too, for us to support our family. So, as I was saying, when people come in here with troll, perverted remarks, I save their names in chat, and later on I report them to YouTube. And when that happens, sometimes people use their accounts. Okay, I'm to change this. Let's see. Yeah, the slow motion thing is probably not working for some reason. So I'm gonna have to just remove people manually. I can do that, not a problem. So I'm trying to explain the concept of life casting. Life casting means broadcasting your life, showing what you do each day. I can't show my teaching because I'm not going to give the racist people out there who want to take away my teacher joy the satisfaction of doing something illegal and getting fired. But I do broadcast on long walks in different places in Norway. If I'm alone at the gym, I can broadcast myself at the gym. If not, I can blur the background. I can broadcast supermarket trips that I make and show what the prices are like in Norway, the library, the beach. I love broadcasting live. This is not my first rodeo. I started many years ago. This is not a new concept. People might think, oh, the other day there was some jackass in here was saying, oh, there's a glitch in the system. People who are not subscribed are actually being able to type. And he's like, no, you're a boomer and you're old and you don't know how to use YouTube. Dude, I've been using YouTube for 20 years. And get your facts straight. You told somebody because of their generation. Get your facts straight. I'm 53. I'm a Generation Xer. Gen Z and millennials are younger. And the boomers were my parents and people of that generation. So if you're going to insult somebody, get your facts straight. It's not even an insult to me. I'm a very proud Generation Xer. I've been around for 53 years, almost 54. I am very proud and happy to be alive. When I tell people my age, I'm not fishing for compliments. Because people think like when somebody says, oh, I am 68. Oh, really? You don't look a day over 40 or something like that. I'm not trying to get people to say things like that to me. I am just proud of being alive, happy to be alive. It is a privilege. Being alive is a privilege, especially in a world like the one we live in right now. It is now, let me see, 6:20. Wow. 6:20. So I have 7 minutes to wait for the bus. This is a beautiful area. There are beaches around, easy access to bus. Even if you have to walk a bit to take the bus. The bus is available for you to go almost anywhere. So it is a very good neighborhood. Welcome to this channel. If you have any questions, before asking questions, look at the signage around me, at my information on my bio, and then think of interesting questions to ask. The signage tells you everything. Anyway, being alive at 3, going on 54, is a privilege. So I'm not at all ashamed of telling people how old I am. I've seen older ladies, when asked their age, they're like, I'd rather not say. Okay, you'd rather not say, but do you think if you're in your 50s, 60s, no one's going to think you're 22. So what are you afraid of? Why don't you want to say to people that you are the age that you are? Like aging is something bad when it's not. Age and what comes along with it are beautiful rites of passage in life. I'm not ashamed of getting older. There is no reason to be ashamed. I think people should be ashamed of shaming others for their age, for their physical characteristics, for their religion, for their likes and dislikes, We should respect each other's preferences.